Joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, former ECU great, now Ottawa Redblacks wide receiver, Justin Hardy. Justin, how you doing today, man?
Doing pretty good. How you guys doing?
Doing good. Boy, kind of a similar conversation game-wise that we had with you last week. Close game, narrow loss. Another good game for you individually, 6 catches, 60-plus yards. But, man, just a rough fourth quarter, I guess. You guys had the lead going into the fourth, but couldn't quite hang on to it.
Definitely, we got to finish for sure. Like you just said, having the lead going into the fourth quarter, and then just doing some mental errors that we had caused us to lose the game.
23-20, kind of a typical football score, but Justin Hamilton outscoring Ottawa 4-0 in the second quarter. How does the team get 4 points?
Kick a field goal, and then sometimes they can kick a field goal and miss, or a punt in the end zone, and we take a knee. They get a point for that.
Gotcha. All right, so that's some of the different rules up there in the CFL. Justin, one win under your belt right now. I know the beat goes on. You just go back to practice. I don't know, anybody giving out rah-rah speeches at this point in the year, or is it just, hey, man, focus on what you got to do. Let's go get a win.
Definitely focus on what we got to do. No rah rah speeches right now. I think we just need to focus in on what we need to do. Play 12-man football on all sides of on all phases. I think we'll be fine.
How much, Justin, do you and your capacity with the team now and your veteran presence, how much do you speak up? Is there ever a time where you feel like, all right, now's the time I need to, or do you kind of, stay in the background? How do you decide on when to talk? Maybe to your receivers, maybe to the offense, to the team,
It all depends on the moment. You know me, I'm real chill. So
Yeah.
the time I feel like the moment is getting too emotional or the emotions are high, I kind of step in and just let everybody know, don't panic. Calm down, just play one play at a time.
Yeah. Justin Hardy joining us. Justin, I always like getting weather updates up there because you can imagine what it feels like here in mid-July in eastern North Carolina. But how about up there in Ottawa? What's it like?
It's almost feeling like North Carolina. Right now it's 87 degrees.
Mm.
Not as hot as probably is there, but it's getting there.
It's a little hotter here, but damn, like I would imagine 87 in Ottawa feels like 100, because
Nah,
it
it's
gets
definitely
cold
hot.
over there. But yeah. So what about today, Justin? Is this an off day for you physically?
Yes, it is. All day physically. Come in, watch film from the game, make the correction that we need to make, and get a little treatment, and that's my day.
How redundant is that film study, Justin? Or are you seeing things? Even though you've played football for so long, are you picking up things that all right? I need to do that better. I need to just one little thing, maybe fix it.
Definitely. It's always something that you can fix or be better at. I think when you watch the film and actually go off what you see and then watch the film and see what really was happening, you can make the adjustments that you need to make from there and be good moving forward.
There's a series on Netflix, Quarterback. They also had a wide receiver, I think last year or a couple years ago, where they feature the guys on the field, but also show a lot of off the field stuff. And Kirk Cousins was featured, and it showed his season from last year, and just how an injury can affect everything. And these guys talk about how, and I mean, I know you can relate that you never feel as good as you did week one, and how that can that can mess you up, and you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to make excuses, but that's real, right? So I
Right.
guess my question is, how are you feeling at this point in the season, and do you feel different now than you did, a month and a half ago?
Definitely feel different now. I feel like going through training camp, the off season training camp, then you actually get into the season. And then, like I said, we haven't had a bye week yet, so it's kind of building up at the same time. But with that being said, nobody is 100%
Right.
right now, so it's kind of like you can't really feel sorry for yourself because you're not the only one that feel like this. Like nobody is 100%. Nobody feels like they feel from week one. So you just got to be able to push through and do what you need to do to be able to showcase your skills for that week.
Joe Burrow said something I've never really thought about, Justin, that when the Bengals season ended, it ended because another team won, knocked them out of the playoff hunt. And he said, it's bittersweet. I want to be there, but anytime you can head into the off season healthy, that's a good thing. And I never really thought about that. A lot of guys coming off injury, we don't think about like they're rehabbing instead of fine tuning things. But how important is that, Justin? That going into the off season, full bill of health, where you can get all the work in you need.
It's very important because, like you said, if you going in the off season hurt, you had surgery or you rehab anything like that, you're out for a certain amount of time where you can't really do too much. So that kind of puts you behind the eight ball in a sense because you're not training at the same time you need to be training because of the injury. You're trying to rehab that, but going into an all season fully healthy, you can really do a lot with that all season.
Justin, what being as long as you have in your football career and all the games you've played and a lot of it injury free. Part of it's got to be luck, but you make your own luck. Like, do you feel like the work you've put in has helped you stayed healthy all these years?
For sure, that's definitely a key. I give credit to God for sure. But being able to do the things that I need to do to make sure that I'm healthy and able to perform at my highest week in and week out. Being flexible is a big attribute to have. Playing sports because you get put in different positions or tackled in different positions where your body's not normally in that position and or being that way. So being able to be flexible to withstand a lot of things helps out a lot as well.
So you doing yoga or something? You stretching?
Yoga, yoga's big, for
I know
sure.
it's
I
big,
a lot of
Justin, because right here at Pirate Radio, if you remember, UBE's right beside us. Basically, they've
yep.
opened up a yoga studio beside UBE like a couple months. Man, the
Uh-huh.
parking lot has been packed. Like it's crazy how many people are doing yoga. Yeah, it's a popular thing. I can tell you that.
It definitely have its benefits for sure.
Yeah. Justin, y'all got to buy this week? You said?
We got a game this week. I want to say we
Okay.
play on Saturday or Sunday, and then we have a bye week after that.
All right. So Redblacks back at it, trying to get a W before that bye week, and keep up the good work individually, Justin, and hopefully that leads to team success. We're rooting for
Yes,
you,
sir.
man. But I appreciate you joining us today. Justin's appearance is courtesy of Social House Vodka. You can get Justin's very own J-Rock Limited Edition at socialhousevodka.com. Justin, good luck. We'll talk to you next week, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.